Hello VC, I'm Dirk. Welcome to the 5-Hole. Today we're going to respond to the thread started by JC at the flip side. He started a thread that is about the 5 records that you would like to see get the one-step treatment. So that could be one step from Mobile Fidelity. That could be one step from Analog Productions, Impex, Kraft, and whoever else decides to get into the game. So in my case, what I'd like for the one steps, I would prefer them to be 45 RPM. And I am not partial to which label puts these out. It could be pretty much any label, but sometimes it's easier for some labels to get titles than others. That's sort of neither here nor there, because I'm sure none of these labels give a damn what I think. So, first one, it's just going to be 5. The first one I'd like to see get a one-step treatment, Joni Mitchell, Blue. This is my favorite album of Joni Mitchell's, and it's one of my favorite albums of all. It's really an audiophile album to start with. This particular pressing is the Rhino pressing from a few years ago, and it's actually really good. But that said, it just seems like a natural fit for a one-step. This next one, really it could be a number of different albums in the in this band's repertoire, but Led Zeppelin 3 is probably my favorite Zeppelin album. Mainly because it's got such a diverse sound between all the different tunes that are on this album. It's got heavy rockers to sort of more melodic journeys, if you will. You may know this album, at least the original albums have got the die-cut cover with the little spinning wheel inside, so you can change what you see through the little die-cut holes on the front. I think this would be a phenomenal one-step album, and they could make a really cool reproduction of this cover at the same time. Now, if it wasn't this album, I would really love to see Zeppelin 2 come out, and they could put the Robert Ludwig mastering onto a one-step process, which would be phenomenal. Doubt it would ever happen, but it would be super cool. It's one of those albums that's a grail out there for so many people, and really unattainable. So, at least in a good condition. So, to have a fresh cut copy that was, the best cut ever, according to most people, would be pretty darn cool. Okay, next album, one that you don't see in audiophile circles all that often, Talking Heads, Remain in Light. This is my favorite Talking Heads album by a pretty good margin, but you could go with a number of their other albums as well. I just think this would be a super cool album. Okay, this is my favorite Herbie Hancock album, Maiden Voyage. Again, you could kind of pick quite a few different albums from his catalog of albums, but Maiden Voyage would be really cool. This is coming out this year in the classic recordings on Blue Note, but that's going to be 33 1/3, and I think this would definitely scale perfectly to a one-step. It's a really great recording and a fabulous fabulous set of tunes on here. And then finally, an album that has already been produced by Mobile Fidelity, but is due for another audiophile pressing and would really be awesome in a one-step C change back. You know, who wouldn't love to see any of them? Odelay would be cool, but C change is pretty widely regarded as his best album end to end, and would be a great match for a one-step. So let me know in the comments what you think below of my picks. Let me know what your picks are, and be sure to go and listen to JC's video, or watch JC's video over at the Flip Side, and maybe make a video with 5 of your own picks. If you like this video, please be sure to hit the subscribe button below, and thanks for visiting. I'm Dirk, and this is the 5 Hole.